Hello everyone, welcome back to episode 3. 30 minutes later, Taehyung's apartment, Jungkook arrived holding a bag of takeout. He grins when Taehyung opened the door. Jungkook brought dinner since one was boring. Taehyung rolling his eyes. You are ridiculous. Jungkook stepped inside, immediately making himself comfortable. He glanced at Jiyeon, who is now sleeping soundly. Jungkook softly. She is growing fast. Taehyung nodding. Yes, she is. A comfortable silence settled between them. They sat on the couch, eating in quiet companionship. Jungkook, after a moment, Taehyung, why weren't happy? Taehyung, pausing. What do you? Jungkook watching him. Wait, Jiha, you always talk him like everything was fine, but it wasn't, was it? Taehyung exhaled, sitting the chopstick down. Taehyung softly. Jiha was a good man. We cared for each other, but we weren't in love. Jungkook quietly, and now Taehyung blinks. Now, Jungkook, are you happy? Taehyung looks at him. Something heavy settled in his chest. Taehyung whispering, I don't know. Jungkook's jaw clenches slightly. He looks away as if gathering his thoughts. Taehyung's breath clenches, his heart pounding between them shifts become more deeper. Taehyung whispering, Jungkook lean closer, I mean it. I have always meant it. Taehyung doesn't move. He doesn't know what if he can. Jungkook is too close, his mouth, his accent, all of it overwhelming. Jungkook softly, tell me to stop and I will. Taehyung parted his lips, his mind screaming with confusion, but his heart wanted something else. Instead of pushing Jungkook away, his fingers gripped Jungkook's sleeve, pulling him into a friction closer. And that's all Jungkook needs to know. Taehyung's apartment at late night, the air feels thick, changed with something neither of them know. Name. Jungkook is still close, too close, his dark eyes searching Taehyung's face for permission for something Taehyung isn't sure to give yet. Jungkook softly, Taehyung whispers, Taehyung's word deep in his throat, as if Jungkook's hand lift a hand, brushing his clenches gently against Taehyung's cheek. It's barely a touch, but it sends shiver down Taehyung's spine. Jungkook's voice low, you are shaking. Taehyung swelled heart. I don't know. I don't know. What is this? Jungkook softly smiled. It's okay, you don't have to, but the way Jungkook's gaze flickered to his lips says otherwise. The tension is unreadable, pulling them closer, making Taehyung breathe. He should stop this, he should move away, but his body betrays him leaning just slightly into Jungkook's one. Jungkook whispering, Taehyung, if I kissed you right now, let me. Taehyung's heart pounded on so loudly he wonders if Jungkook can hear it. He gripped on Jungkook's sleeve, tightened his lips parted slightly. But before he can answer, a small cry breaks through the silence. Jiyeon Taehyung is startled. I see wake. She is wake. The moment settled and Taehyung scrambled up, rushing towards Jiyeon, grabbed his hands trembling as he picks her up, trying to calm his racing heart behind him. Jungkook is deeply, running a hand through his hair. Jungkook softly clenches his great timer, Taehyung muttering, You have no idea, but voice shaking, betraying the storm inside him. Jungkook notices he doesn't push. Instant he stands up, stretching. Jungkook gently. I should go. Taehyung turning quickly. Jungkook pauses, waiting. Taehyung hesitated, word stuck in his throat. He doesn't want Jungkook to leave. Not yet. Not when his presence makes him feel something terrified and beautiful at all at once. Taehyung softly stays until she falls asleep. Jungkook rolls into a soft smile, nodding as sit back down, and for the first time in a long time, Taehyung feels like he's not alone. The next morning, Taehyung's apartment. Taehyung woke up to the smell of coffee. He blinks, adjusting to the sunlight streaming in, and sit-ups. His heart nearly stopped at the sight. In front of him, Jungkook is in kitchen, wearing one of Taehyung's sweaters, holding Jiyeon in one arm while stirring a pot with the other. He is talking to her in a soft voice. Grinning at Jiyeon, your dad is too sleeping over. Did you know that? Taehyung clears his throat, making Jungkook look up. Taehyung crossing his arm. Excuse me. Jungkook is mocking you, droll. Taehyung gasps. I do not. Jungkook laughing. You so do. Jiyeon giggles as if agreeing, making Taehyung pout. Taehyung grumbles. Jungkook teasing. She is just honest. Taehyung watches as Jungkook expertly balances Jiyeon while cooking. Something warm settles in his chest. He doesn't say it out loud. Seeing Jungkook like this, it feels right to write. A few days later, at a park, Jungkook pushes Jiyeon's stroller while Taehyung walks back him, sipping on his iced coffee. The breeze is cool, the air light. Jungkook, so we hadn't talked about what happened. Taehyung pauses, pausing. What do you mean? Jungkook raising an eyebrow. Don't play dumb. Taehyung sighs, looking away. He knew this conversation was coming. Taehyung softly, it scared me. Jungkook gently, why? Taehyung, because I don't know if I can do this again. I don't know if I'm ready. Jungkook stopped walking, turning to face him. Jungkook serious. Taehyung made his eyes honest. Jungkook softly, feel something for me. Taehyung breathed in choice. He wasn't lie to say he doesn't know he was. But when he looked at Jungkook, really looks at him, he realized the truth. He does. He always has. Taehyung whispering yes. Jungkook says softly, as if he's been holding his breath for years. Jungkook's soft smile. Then that's enough for me. Taehyung swelling. But Jungkook, I have a daughter. Now my life is different. Jungkook gently, I know, and I want to be part of it. Taehyung stared at him, his heart pounding. He knows Jungkook mean it, and that. Taehyung's apartment that night. Taehyung put Jiyeon to sleep, but his mind is a mess. Jungkook's words kept replaying in his head. A soft knock. The door startled him. He opened it at once. Jungkook standing there, hands in his pocket, looking unsure for the first time. Jungkook softly, I wasn't gonna come, but Taehyung waiting. But Jungkook whispered, I couldn't sleep without knowing what you are thinking. Taehyung hesitated, then stepped aside. Jungkook walked in, and they stand in a dim light of the living room, staring at each other, Taehyung softly. I don't know how to do this. Jungkook taking a step closer. A pause. Jungkook softly lifts his hand, brushing of hair from Taehyung's face. The touch is feather light, but it sends shiver down Taehyung's spine. Jungkook whispering, "Can I kiss you this time?" Taehyung's breath shudder. Every nerves in his body scream at him to say yes, but just as Jungkook leaned in, Jiyeon let out a tiny wail from the crib. They both froze. Then Jungkook clenches, stepping back slightly. Jungkook smirking. She really has perfect timing. Taehyung laughs breathlessly. I think she is doing it on purpose. Jungkook smiles, but there is something in his gaze, something patience, understanding. He curbs them. She is gently pressing a soft kiss on his forehead. Instant. Jungkook whispering, "I can wait there." And there is Taehyung believe him. Taehyung's apartment. A few days later, Taehyung sits on couch staring at his phone. His fingers hover over Jungkook's name, debating whether to call. His mind is restless. His heart is worse. Jiyeon bubbles beside him, chowing on her tiny hands. He looks down at her side, sighing. Taehyung softly, "What should I do? You know?" Jiyeon coos in response, as if telling him to stop overthinking before he can decide. A knock echoes through the apartment. His heart jumps. He already knows who is it at the door. Taehyung hesitated before opening it. Jungkook stands there, hands in his pocket, looking slightly nervous but determined. Jungkook softly, "Hey." Taehyung saying, "Hey." They stare at each other for a moment. Something unspoken lingering between them. Taehyung steps aside, letting Jungkook in. Living room. Jungkook takes a seat on the couch, immediately picking up Jiyeon's giggles, grabbing at his face. Jungkook grinning, "You missed me, huh?" Taehyung watching. She definitely likes you more than Jungkook is mocking. "Well, I am more fun." Taehyung rolls his eyes, but his heart stones soften as he watches them together. A part of him wondering if this is what happiness truly feels like. Jungkook gently, have you thought about what I said?" Taehyung tense. He knew this was coming. He set his cup down, exhaling slowly. Taehyung whispering, "I have." Jungkook patiently, and Taehyung look at Jiyeon in Jungkook's arm. Just then he looked at Jungkook, the man who has been by his side quite every time. Taehyung softly, "I'm scared." Jungkook gently, "What?" Taehyung swelling. "Changing this, of losing you." Jungkook's eyes softened. He shifted Jiyeon to the other arm, feeling one hand to reach for Taehyung. Jungkook firmly, "You wouldn't lose me, Tae." Taehyung whispering, "You say that now, but what if I can't give you everything you deserve? What if I..." Jungkook cutting him off. "Tae, stop." Taehyung's breath catches. Jungkook squeezes his hand. Jungkook softly, "I don't want perfect. I don't need grand gestures. I just want you." Taehyung's thought tightened. No one has ever said those words to him before. Jungkook playfully is really ruining all my moments. Taehyung let out a breathless laugh, shaking his head. Taehyung softly, "Maybe it's a sign." Jungkook raising an eyebrow, "A sign of what?" Taehyung meets his guest, his heart pounding, and then, for the first time, he says it out loud. Taehyung whispering that I love you. Jungkook freezes, his lips part slightly. He grips on Taehyung's hand, tightening. His heart is racing. He is waited years to hear those words. Jungkook softly say it again. Taehyung sighs, smile, I love you, Jungkook. Jungkook exhales softly, his eyes darkening with something deep. He shifts forward, his free hand lifted to cut Taehyung's chest. Jungkook whispering, can I kiss you now? Taehyung doesn't hesitate this time. He nods, breath inches. Jungkook leans in slowly as if giving Taehyung one last chance to stop him, but Taehyung doesn't pull away. Their lips meet, soft and hesitate at first, then, as if something clicks, his gaze deepens. Jungkook tightens his head, his fingers sliding into Taehyung's hair, pulling him closer. Taehyung melted into it, his hands gripping Jungkook's shirt as if he feels safe, he feels wanted, he feels home. Jiyeon's sudden cry, they pull apart abruptly as Jiyeon let out a loud wail, groaned, hiding his face in Jungkook's shoulder while Jungkook laughed breathlessly. Jungkook teasing, she really doesn't want me to kiss you, Taehyung muttering. I swear she is doing this on purpose. Jungkook clenches, pressing a soft kiss to Taehyung's temple before picking Jiyeon up. Jungkook grinning at Jiyeon, alright little one, I get it, I will wait. Taehyung watches him, his heart full. He doesn't know what the future holds, but for the first time in a long time, he isn't afraid of it because Jungkook is here. Taehyung's apartment morning, the sound of the soft baby blink fills the room as Taehyung awake. He blinks, feeling something warm and his soul solid beside his heart. Jungkook is lying on his stomach, his face still bruised in the pillow, his hair messy from sleeping. Jiyeon is lying on back, tiny hands patting at Jungkook's head as if trying to wake him up. Taehyung giggles, amused. Jiyeon, you know, what are you doing? Jiyeon giggles, bouncing. Jungkook muttering, you don't exactly tell me. Taehyung bit his lips. A small warmth spread in his chest. Doesn't mind. He likes waking up like this. Jiyeon suddenly Jungkook's hair making him yelp and roll over. She lands on his chest, giggling wildly. Jungkook groaned dramatically. Jungkook dramatic. I have been defeated by a baby. Taehyung teasingly, she is stronger than you. Jungkook grinning harshly. Jiyeon claps her hands, clearly pleased with herself. Jungkook scoops her up, pressing a kiss to her tiny cheeks, making her scream and with laughter. Taehyung watches them, his heart swell. It's been a long time since his morning felt this full, this happy to be continued. So everyone, one more episode left. I hope you will enjoy it. Thanks a lot for loving this story. See you again. Bye bye. Love you. Bye.